Everybody ready? All right. Thank you all for being here to cover our game. Excited for our guys to open up conference play to get to 1-0 against a team that I think is really on the ascend. I think South Florida, I think what they're doing program-wise, I got a lot of respect for Alex. They've put together a good roster, They got the second biggest NIL budget in our league. All right, so we need to catch them. If we catch them, we might win bigger. All right, but they're doing good things, and I'm really happy for our guys. We talked all week about we hadn't played a complete game in any phase, and we haven't really played great complementary football. As you look through the first 4 games, and I challenged the guys this week and this morning at the hotel and last night at the hotel. We just brought up hey, now's the time to kick it into gear. The preseason's over, the non-conference is over. Now it's time to go figure out how to make a statement and play big-time football. And I think you felt us do that today in a lot of ways. I thought we ran the ball efficiently. I thought the quarterback, Mensah played really clean. Thought Ty did some good things with the ball in his hands as well. We controlled the clock, which against that team like that wants to play with tempo, that's so vital. I think we had 528 yards of offense, man, on 73 plays. They ran for 206 yards on Alabama. They ran for 26 today. So I'm very proud of our guys' effort. All right, it's one game. We're going to celebrate tonight. We'll have a lot of fun. And then tomorrow we'll get back to work because this won't be over. So, but pleased for our guys, pleased for our program, and grateful for the fan base for turning out, and excited to get to 1-0 in the conference. So with that, I'll open up to questions.
I mean, you didn't just win. You dominated in all phases of the game. Like you said, is this the most complete you've seen your team play thus far?
Yeah, without question. I mean, Southeastern Louisiana game, we won 50-0, but I didn't feel like we played great. I thought we just were the better team that day. Kansas State, I thought we played really well at times. First half, I thought we played good. Third quarter, I thought we played awful. In fourth quarter, we fought, but we didn't finish. Oklahoma didn't play very good in the first quarter. We spotted 21 points right out of the gate. And then last week, we kind of slogged it out. It was sort of just maybe a tough mutter type game where it's all right, how do we find a way to win even though we didn't play pretty? Today, we played really efficiently in all 3 phases. We rushed the quarterback better than we've rushed the quarterback, and played good on special teams. Kicker performed well. Just thought all in all, there was a couple of things I was disappointed in. The drive right before the half, I was really frustrated with because we gave up a double move. They didn't complete it, but they should have scored a touchdown on us, and we didn't play the tempo well. They got the run game going a little bit. But I thought all in all, it was the most complete game for sure.
You mentioned it, 26 rushing yards. We talked about it on Tuesday, the emphasis on your defense to stop the run. I mean, what did you see from your up front? Forced fumbles, sacks. Yeah. What were they able to really do today to disrupt that style of play for them?
Well, so going into the game, there's a formula to win each game. And going into the game, we knew that they ran the ball really well. And their +1 runs were a big deal for them with the quarterback. The quarterback is a great runner. He's a big, athletic kid. And so we felt like we didn't even think we outright yard for yard had to win the run game battle, but we felt like it had to be close. And they like I said, they outrushed Alabama. They're a really good rushing team. And so we challenged our DBs. We went 1 for 1 on the perimeter. We didn't play with any help over the top. They went 4 wides. We went 4 guys to go match them. And then everybody else played the box for the most part. Our post safety, to be quite honest, was mirroring the quarterback. He wasn't thinking about playing the post. He was thinking about the quarterback runs it, I'm going to show up in the run game. And so our guys executed. It was really exciting to see our front kind of come alive. That's been lacking a little at times this year to start the year. And to see those guys turn it on and start to dial it in and maybe create some negative plays was fun to watch those guys have success. And it was a collection of guys. I mean, it wasn't just one guy. I think, Parker Peterson, Cam Hamilton looked really good. I thought Fobbs White early in the game looked good. Gerard Henderson flashed some. Pat Jenkins is coming on. I'm starting to feel him more. I just think our front's finally starting to maybe hit their stride a little bit.
Coach, last week Mensah has 17 pass attempts. This week he has 18 completions, only has 4 incompletions. What really got him going today to get him having such a dominant outing?
Hey, I say this all the time. It's like shooting a basketball. It's nice to see the ball go through the net. Make a couple throws early, have some success. They were really playing aggressive to the box. They're playing a lot of man coverage. We were able to hit Mario on a couple of climb routes or over routes across the formation. They kind of create some leverage where they're in trail position. But the kid's got really good poise, good awareness, good anticipation on the throws that we're asking him to make. He's growing right in front of our eyes. It was, I think, my most exciting things was watching him tuck the ball a couple of times and go get the first down on a scramble. Still got to put the ball away on one. We brought him over, and I'm like, can you please put the ball away, protect the football. But he's getting better and better. He played really efficiently. I think those numbers are, pretty special for a youngster to go 18 to 22, 326, and 3 touchdowns. That's a pretty good stat line for the day in the first conference game.
I mean, you touched on the defensive line. You had 3 different starters out there today. Now, Aiden Huntington was not healthy, so that's one of the reasons. But was that because you weren't? I mean, you've got tons of depth there, but did you just want something different from what you'd been doing before?
Yeah, I think the depth in that room is probably better than it's presented. Aiden was a little limited through the week. I think he played 7 snaps today. Maybe I don't have the official count in front of me, but I think it was about 7 plays. He practiced back into the week, was available, but to me it's hard if you don't practice to play a guy a whole lot. And to be honest, Cam Hamilton's earned it. Cam's really played at a high level, practiced at a high level, and brought every day. And a lot of those guys up front, I think if we can play 8 or 9 guys up front, that bodes well for your opportunity to keep guys fresh and then play with great effort.
You've been frustrated after the first 4 games for different reasons. Obviously every game's not going to go just like this, but is this kind of what you envisioned going into the year?
Yeah, I can have a little more fun tonight. My Saturday nights, even after the wins, haven't been that much fun because I see all the problems, and we still got a lot to clean up. But I actually, for the first time in the season, I'm starting to see our team find cohesion. And we've talked about, we got 58 new players. Welcome to college football in 2024, where transfer portal, all NIL, all the stuff. We've got so many new players that, and I'm not making an excuse, but on defense, we've played really poorly in my mind up until today. We played a really good offensive team today. We got 7 guys starting that weren't on the football team when I got here in December. 7 most weeks. Sometimes I have to think about what their name is. I'm like, all right, what's this guy? When did he get here? Where did he come from? It's just, and so I think you're starting to see that group start to find some chemistry there. And but this is very good to see a breakthrough. We needed a day like today for our guys' confidence, and the work they're putting in is getting them where they want to go, and it's fun to watch them have success.
Hey, Coach. I'll put this on. My name is Megan. I'm with WGNO.
It's on.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm with WGNO. Good to meet you, especially after a win. You talked about staying on top of their tempo. Of course, you guys were alert and assertive in that, but can you talk about that prep going into this week, being on top of that?
I tell you, it's a challenge. That's a good question. It's a great football question. We're not a tempo team. We have some tempo plays, but we don't go as fast as we can, warp speed every snap. I like to be able to run the ball and take play action shots and play the game where the quarterback's actually playing quarterback, not running back, right? And so it's hard to simulate in practice. We do a tempo period every Tuesday to start practice. It's good on good, 1s versus 1s, 2s versus 2s for at least 5 plays, and the offense goes as fast as they can go. But there's no simulation for a team that wants to do it the entire game. And then really to play complementary football against that kind of team, you want to control the flow of the game, the clock, run the ball, and then keep the ball out of their hands. Time of possession, I'm sure it's on here somewhere in the box score, but I think we had 38 minutes of time of possession or something. You do that in this kind of game, you're going to win. So, but handling the tempo is the hardest part, and really being first down efficient allows you to get them behind the chains and then get them into 3rd and longs. I thought we were good on 3rd down for the most part today on defense.
Coach, going off of prep, you talked about earlier in the week how you started conference play 0-1 in the previous years. What was different about this week's approach that really got you that first conference opening win?
Nothing different about the approach. I did challenge our guys to do simple better. I think sometimes guys want to play so well, or they want to do more than what they're even thinking about. They want to go perform at a high level. And sometimes you have such big visions of what that should look like that my challenge for the team was just do simple better. If you're supposed to go block the safety, just go block him the best you can on that play. And so I think they did a really good job of executing that mindset with better detail and those sort of things. But we didn't do anything different. It's the same practice schedule. And, I'm glad to be 1-0. I've never been 1-0 in conference play. I've won a couple of conference championships and have always started 0-1. So it's nice to be able to say that.
Hey, Coach. Ty Thompson had 14 carries the last 2 weeks. Is that something you were seeing in both games? Is that, what are you seeing from him? And is that something you think might continue, moving forward?
Yeah, Ty's a special guy, man. Obviously, leaving training camp, didn't win the quarterback job for the start of the year, and very easy to mope, whine, complain, pout that I'm not the guy. And his response has made our team better because he's having fun. He's got a great attitude. He's working extremely hard. He's watching film as much as anybody in our building probably to make sure he's ready for his opportunities. Like I walk by and he's in our staff room just watching tape by himself some days. Like he's adding value to our team by the plays he's making. He's also adding value to the team by how he's responded to maybe not getting something he wanted. And he's been a great teammate. He's a big dude, man. I mean, he's 6'3", 235, 240 pounds and can run. I mean, he's a 22-mile-an-hour guy on the GPS. And I just have a tremendous amount of respect for how he's responded to his role and how he's been an awesome teammate through maybe not getting what he wanted. But I think you're going to continue to see his package continue to evolve and grow. There's stuff we've practiced that we haven't done yet. Like we're kind of doing some things a week ahead of when we're actually doing them. So the first week we really started doing some of the two quarterback stuff was in practice was maybe the second game, and we didn't bust a lot of it out until week 3, 4, and now. Good?
Yeah,
one.
Tulane question.
Oh.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, what's up?
One more.
You just won. Kentucky beat Ole Miss.
Yeah.
They did? How about it? Yeah.
What a day to be alive, Jon Sumrall. The alma mater beats a
Hey,
top 10
I guarantee you this. I'm worried about
Yeah.
the green wave. That's all I'm worried about.
There are a lot of different ways to play and win, but is today maybe an example of why you choose not to go tempo all the time? Because for tempo teams, when it can snowball pretty quickly and get out of hand.
Yeah, I don't know as much if it matters if you're tempo or not. I think it's can you run the football? Can you be efficient and stay on schedule? I study, to probably nobody's surprise, I study football a lot. The speed at which you play doesn't indicate your opportunity to have success. Your efficiency running the football has more. They've been really good on offense because they're very efficient running the ball. Now, if you slow the tempo down to start, that's critical. Like that really puts them behind and off schedule. But I don't choose not to be tempo because I like some tempo stuff. We probably will grow and do some more tempo at times. But, when you get a lead, too, and you get up 3 or 4 scores, I want to take the air out of the football a little bit. And maybe fans don't like watching it, but I'm interested in just, milking the game away, putting it on ice. Anything else? Awesome. Thank y'all.